welcome to VANIK-IAS. We will discuss current affairs of 15th September of 21st September, and first we will discuss first question is, which of the following consider the following international agreements: the International Treaty on Plant and Genetic Resources for Food and Agriculture, United Nations Convention on Combat Desertification, the World Heritage Convention. Which of the above has a bearing on biodiversity? Obviously, it is food and agriculture. That means it is also talking about biodiversity. Combat desertification means deforestation and conservation of land. And heritage convention in case of heritage means some are natural heritage, some are artificial heritage. So all the options are right regarding all the options. They have bearing on biodiversity. They are related to biodiversity conservation. With reference to red sanders, sometimes seen in the news, consider the following statements. It is a tree species found in part of South India. It is one of the most important trees in the tropical rainforest areas of South India. Red sanders, that is which is very important timber that is highly traded in case of that is present in especially in Andhra Pradesh region, right? So first statement is obviously wrong. It is right. It is a tree species in southern India. Next is it is tropical rainforest of South India. It is a tree species found in South India. It is found in South India, but especially it is related to your Eastern Ghat region. Eastern Ghat region. Ghat region. Right, Eastern Ghat means that is not tropical rainforest, because Western Ghat is tropical rainforest. Right, Eastern Ghat is not tropical rainforest, especially in region of Andhra Pradesh. These red sanders are seen. Right, its IUCN status is endangered. IUCN status is endangered. IUCN status is endangered. That is about red sanders. IUCN status is endangered, especially endemic to Andhra Pradesh, and it is seen in the tropical deciduous region, we can say, that are red sanders. Okay, next is Insolvency Bankruptcy Board in India. Why this is Insolvency Bankruptcy Board? Because insolvency bankruptcy, when it is because banks many times, especially in case of and they are suffering from big problem, that is NPA, non-performing asset. If a particular company or individual is not paying his installment or in 90 days, then it will be declared as NPA or non-performing asset, right? In non-performing asset. So when it's something declared NPA, in case of public sector bank, it is more than many times it is more than public sector bank, many times it is more than 10%, more than 8% of bank's total capital. So that is very serious issue. To solve that, government has brought Insolvency and Bankruptcy Board of India, right? And it functions under Insolvency Bankruptcy Board of India, and bank especially that collects by this bankruptcy India. It says that by this Insolvency Bankruptcy Code, maximum within 180 days, a particular company will be declared as insolvent or bankrupt. Then that company bank has the right to sell that bank has the right to make it auction, right? Bank has the right to make the auction and derive those monies. Within 180 days, this need to be finalized, right? This comes under insolvency regulations, insolvency regulation in 2016, right? This law that came in 2016, that is Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code. Okay. this has it functions under Ministry of Power and it functions under Ministry of Finance. This is right. It has given statutory power. Statutory power through Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code. No, this is not statutory power because that is not made by the law of a parliament. These are some codes, insolvency bankruptcy codes. There are some regulations, right? That's why that is not, it has no statutory power. Okay. Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code does not cover individuals. So yes, it does not cover individual, it could cover companies. So 1 and 3 options are right. Insolvency is a situation especially when individuals or companies are unable to repay their outstanding debt. That is insolvency. See, insolvency meaning, it can be, the meaning of insolvency is that when an individual or a company is unable to pay its dues. But insolvency code is do not cover individuals. It only applies for the companies. You should not be confused. Then bankruptcy is a situation where a court of competent jurisdiction has declared a person or other entity insolvent. Right? Bankruptcy means a entity. For example, a particular authority declare a particular company as insolvent, as bankrupt or insolvent. When declare a particular person as insolvent, that means who is unable to pay his dues. That is 1 and 3 options are right. Consider the following statements with reference to International Treaty on Plant Genetic Resources for Food and Agriculture. Plant genetic resources for food and agriculture. It is also known as Seed Treaty. It is a comprehensive international agreement for ensuring food security. Yes, International Treaty on Plant Genetic Resources for Food and Agriculture. It is also known as Seed Treaty, as it is comprehensive international agreement for ensuring food security through the conservation, exchange, sustainable use of the world's plant genetic resources for food and agriculture. India is a signatory to the treaty. India is a signatory to the treaty. Yes, India is a signatory to the treaty. If the treaty recognizes farmers' rights, yes, obviously it will recognize farmers' rights. So all the options are right regarding International Treaty on Plant Genetic Resources for Food and Agriculture. Sustainable use of plant genetic resources, that is especially your GM crops, sustainable use of genetically modified crops, right? or application of biodiversity. It will ensure food security through conservation. Yes, because GM crops, they are very efficient, they are drought resistant, pest resistant, and that's why drought resistant and pest resistance. That's why that will ensure that food security, because in case of low rainfall or pest attack, that will production will be higher. That's why all the options will be right. Next. Okay. Healthy Child Award. Healthy Child Award recently seen in the news of which state? Right. Its state is Assam. Assam has started Healthy Child Award. Okay. Another scheme by Assam is Schools on Wheel. Schools on Wheel. That is also a scheme of Assam, especially to provide education in the rural areas or in the last mile connectivity, right? Healthy Child Award, that is given by to Assam government. Assam Chief Minister is Hemant Biswa Sarma, right? That is also launched Healthy Child Award and Schools on Wheels. Next. Which of the following statements regards to National Assessment and Accreditation Council, NAC? National Assessment and Accreditation Council, NAC. It is not a statutory body. Yes, it is not a statutory body. NAC is an autonomous body funded by the University Grants Commission. Yes, UGC. So both the statements are right. NAC is a autonomous body that is funded by UGC and regards to National Assessment of Accreditation Council NASC. So both the 1 and 2 are right. International Finance Corporation is an arm of which of the following organization? International Finance Corporation is an arm of, it is IFC, it is an arm of World Bank. Next. Okay. Which of the following countries are part of G4 nation? G4 nation, what is this G4 nation? There is two nations, one is G4 and another is Coffee Club. Right. What are these G4 nations? Those nations who want to expand the United Nations Security Council, right? To make them permanent members, who want to be permanent members of United Nations UNSC, they are called as G4 nations. That is Brazil, Germany. Yes, Brazil is not here. Brazil, Germany, and India and Japan. Japan, India. South Africa is not in the list. Germany, India, Japan, and Brazil. Right? They are the G4 nations. They want to expand the permanent membership of United UNSC. And another thing is that for example, there is Coffee Club. What is this Coffee Club? Coffee Club, it is the membership is Coffee Club that opposes the membership of these nations. Coffee Club opposes the membership of G4 nation as the permanent member of United Nations. Right? The membership of Coffee Club are, for example, it is Italy, it is Pakistan, right? Canada, Spain, Australia, their Coffee Club, right? Argentina, South Korea, their Coffee Club. So membership are Canada, Australia, and Italy, Spain, Pakistan, Argentina. They are the members of Coffee Club who do not want the G4 members to get the UNSC reforms, right? They do not want any reforms. So 1, 2, 3, all the options. 1, 2, 3 options are right regarding G4 nation who want UNSC reform to make these nations, that is Brazil, South Germany, India, Japan, as a permanent member of United Nations Security Council. Inspire what? Inspire Award, it is related to Startup India scheme. Inspire Award, it is related to Startup India scheme. Remember, India has now, so far as startup is concerned, we have various schemes like Startup India, Stand Up India, and there is government is providing also a loan within 1 crore, right? 1 crore loan in one minute. There is also Mudra Yojana. And the remarkable thing is that so far as startups is concerned, our number of startups has increased by 15,000 times. 15,000 times recently. Around 75,000 startups have been opened in last 5 years, and which is a big achievement, right? So that is to promote entrepreneurship. This startup, startup award, it is that is also called as MANAK, that is Million Minds Augmenting National Aspiration and Knowledge, MANAK. It is also called as award. Inspire Awards, it is also called as MANAK. Manak. Inspire Award or Manak. Award or Manak. It is Million Minds augmenting Million Minds augmenting national aspiration and knowledge. So, Startup India scheme. This is about it is implemented by Department of Science and Technology (DST). Department of Science and Technology, right? It is implemented by Department of Science and Technology. It is Inspire Award. India has come a long way in liberating the capital account transactions in last 3 decades and currently has a partial capital account convertibility. Yes, we have partial capital account convertibility. Which of the recent moves indicate the above statement? Easing external commercial borrowing, introducing a fully accessible route through the non-residents can invest specified government securities without restrictions, increasing the foreign portfolio investment limits in Indian debt markets, allowing outbound FDI through Indian corporate entities. So, yes, we have partial current capital account convertibility. All shows that we have partial capital account convertibility, right? But so far as current account convertibility is concerned, we have 100% current account convertibility, but we have capital account convertibility. Which of the following are regulated by Reserve Bank of India? Cheat fund companies, no, they are banned in India. Venture capital fund company, no, they are not regulated. They are independent. Anybody can invest. Right? Merchant banker, they can invest. They are not regulated. A particular person can become a merchant banker as well. They can invest in different ongoing startups. So none of them are regulated by RBI. Scheduled commercial banks are regulated by RBI. Right? NBFCs are not regulated by RBI. NBFC are non-banking financial companies. They are regulated by Companies Act 1956. Companies Act 1956. NBFCs. They are regulated by Companies Act 1956. Right. Consider the following statements regarding International Development Association. International Development Association is a part of IMF that helps world's poorest countries. IDA lends money on concessional terms at zero or very low interest charge in repayments, a stage of 30 to 40 years. It is a part of IMF. No, it is a part of World Bank. World Bank have 5 countries. It has so IDA World Bank has 4 countries, right? World Bank has 5 type of bank. One is IDA, next is your MIGA, Multilateral Investment Guarantee Schemes. There is IBRD, International Bank for Reconstruction and Development. There is ICSID, International Center for Settlement of Investment Disputes, and there is International Finance Corporation. So these are the 5 banks under World Bank, right? These are which are Britain institution. IDA lends money on concessional terms at zero or very low interest charge repayments. Stage of 30 to 40 years. Yes, long-term loans. IDA that gives long-term loans. IDA does not provide any grants to countries. IDA does not provide any grants to countries. This is wrong. So only 2 only is the answer. Does not provide any grants to countries. Okay. It provides grants. It provides loans and it provides grants as well. Special drawing rights. Which of the following statements are regarding special drawing rights? Special drawing rights is an interest bearing international reserve asset created by IMF. Yes, SDR created by IMF. Example is Euro, Japanese yen, sterling of UK, renminbi of China. These are special drawing rights. One Indian rupee is not special drawing rights. The value of SDR is not set by IMF. No, this is not wrong. This is set by IMF, right? Based on their vote share, based their contribution. It can be held and used by member countries, private entities, and individual. It is held by this is held by IMF. So B is answer, right? Oh, sorry, one only is the answer. All are wrong. Next question. Consider the following statements regarding snow leopard. Spiti Valley of Himachal Pradesh provides good habitat for snow leopard and its prey species. Yes, it is snow leopard and its prey species. Siberian ibex and blue sheep are important prey species for snow leopard. Important prey species for snow leopard. Yes, Siberian ibex and blue sheep are important for snow leopard. Right. Spiti Valley of Himachal Pradesh provides good habitat for snow leopard and its prey species. It is classified as critically endangered. It is classically critically endangered by IUCN, red list and listed in Schedule 1 species of Indian Wildlife Protection Act. This is not critically endangered, it is vulnerable. Right. Critically, it is not critically endangered, it is vulnerable. So 1 and 2 options are right. To be classified as wetland under Ramsar Convention, the wetland should have the following properties. It should have a natural wetland. No, this is not natural wetland. It can be artificial wetland as well. For example, in case of Odisha, it is Hirakud Dam, which is artificial dam that declared as Ramsar Convention. Over the years, a huge amount of biodiversity developed in that area, so that can be declared as natural wetland. So it is not both artificially and natural. Both artificial and natural, they can be declared as wetland. The water in the wetland can be static or flowing. Yes, it can be static or flowing. The depth of the marine water is low tide must not exceed 6 meters. Yes, must not exceed 6 meters. That is also right. So 2 and 3 options are right regarding Ramsar Convention. Consider the following phrase. Consider the following statements regarding Ramsar Convention. Designation of a wetland under Ramsar Convention will lead to funding from Ramsar Secretariat. This is wrong. No, that will not fund, but that will be regulated by they will take care of the conservation. They will not give funds. Ramsar designation for a wetland can be taken off if the country doesn't meet the required standards. Yes, if a country doesn't meet the required standards, that it's a designation for a particular wetland. That shows that how much the government of India is serious regarding environmental concerns. Not every Ramsar site in India is notified protected area under Wildlife Protection Act. Yes. Whenever you see some statements, yes, that is not a protected area. So obviously 23 options are right. Okay. Next question is regarding preservation of prices of milk. Prices of milk in country are decided by cooperative and private dairies based on the cost of production. Yes. Prices of milk are based on based on the cost of production, right? Every private commodity, every commodity that is available in the market, if that is not an essential commodity, that is decided by the company itself, right? Improving animal husbandry and quality of capital breed would be one of the direct principles of state policy. Yes, it is mentioned in DPSP to take care of the cattle because they are milk, they are giving nutrition. So one and two options are right. Preservation of a matter of cattle is a matter that is mentioned exclusive power to legislator of center. No. Preservation of cattle, which is that is belongs to state. State has also law and order. Law and order is a state list under 7th schedule of the constitution. In the 7th schedule of the constitution, we have three lists: state list, concurrent list, and union list. Right? State lists are those lists which are especially state lists are those lists which are state lists are those lists especially that are where state can legislate. Right? Union list are those lists, the list of entities where union can legislate, and concurrent list are those lists where both state and center can legislate. And if center and state both make laws in the same matter, then there will be the law made by center will prevail. So one and two options are right. Nuclear science is being utilized. Which of the following? Radiation processing of food items? Yes, radiation means sterilization, that is killing of different type of microorganisms, that is radiation. Developing high yield crop seeds? Yes, there is HYV seeds that is used in our green revolution. In green revolution, we have used HYV seeds, that is high yield varieties. Fertilizers and pesticide related studies. 1, 2, 3, all the options are right regarding fertilizer and pesticides related studies. D is the answer. So all the options are right. Podu is a form of shifting cultivation practiced mainly in Podu, that is in Telangana. Shifting Podu is that is in Telangana. At shifting cultivation, that means what do you mean by shifting cultivation? Shifting cultivation means, especially this is practiced by the tribals. They will burn a particular area and they will cultivate there. And after that few years they will leave that area, so that causes huge biodiversity loss in that particular area. That is called as shifting cultivation, right? Okay. Various states has different names. For example, Podu in Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, it is called as Podu, right? It is called as Jhum cultivation in northeastern states. Jhuming. In northeastern state, it is called as Jhuming. Right? Bewar in Bewar or Dahiya, it is called MP, Madhya Pradesh. Right? In Western Ghats, it is called Kumari. Kumari in Western Ghats. In Western Ghats, it is called Kumari. It is called Khil. Khil in Himachal Pradesh. In Himachal Pradesh, it is called as Khil. Kurua. Kurua it is in Jharkhand. In Jharkhand, it is called as Kurua. So in Jharkhand, Kurua, Khil in Himachal Pradesh, especially Himalayan belt. Jhum in northeastern states, Bewar, Dahia in MP, Kumari in western Ghats, Podu and Podu in Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. Consider the following statements. At present, cultivation and processing of poppy and opium are controlled by Narcotics, Drugs and Psychotropic Substances (NDPS) Act and rules. Yes, due to the potential for illicit trade and addiction in India, and the cultivation and processing of opium is done by only public sector. No, it is banned. Right. Opium is a natural substance obtained from poppy seeds and potent painkillers that mainly prescribed for cancer patients. Yet it has medicinal value and how it is recommended for cancer patients. 1 and 3 options are right. Agriculture Orientation Index. Agriculture Orientation Index developed as a part of 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development (SDG) goals. Agriculture Orientation Index. Agriculture Orientation Index measures the ratio between government spending towards agriculture sector and sector's contribution to GDP. Government spending towards the agriculture sector and sector contribution to GDP. The Sustainable Development Goals emphasizes an increase in investment in rural infrastructure. SDGs goals that emphasizes increase in investment in rural infrastructure. 1 and 3 options are right. All those options are right regarding Agriculture Orientation Index. Ratio between government spending toward agriculture sector and sector's contribution to GDP. Next, multiple rocket launcher produced by India and developed DRDO. Multiple rocket launcher, it is Pinaka. For the Indian Army, it is called Pinaka. Multiple rocket launcher. Pratyush is a supercomputer. Python is a software. It is a type of software. Advanced level of software. Language, software language. Python. Okay. India Innovation Index. India Innovation Index released by Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. Now this is launched by Niti Aayog. Such type of index are launched by Niti Aayog. Indian Innovation Index. India Innovation Index. It determines innovation capacities at sub-national level. Innovation capacities at sub-national level. At present, India is among the top 25 nations among Global Innovation Index. It is not among the top 25 nations, right? Global Innovation Index of India. Global Innovation Index of India is 46th, right? Among the 46th, that is Global Innovation Index India. It is released by Niti Aayog. Next, that is India Innovation Index. In case it is by Niti Aayog, determines innovation capacities at sub-national level. Which the following nations Middle East are landlocked? None of the nations are landlocked. Iran is not landlocked. Syria is not landlocked. Right? Middle Eastern countries, because there is in case of Middle Eastern countries, they are open to Mediterranean Sea. Right? They are open to Mediterranean Sea. Iraq, Turkey. Turkey is related to your Black Sea, right? And just above Turkey there is Black Sea, right? Iraq, Syria, there is Black Sea, Red Sea, Mediterranean Sea. So they are not open to. They are not landlocked countries. None of the above of them are landlocked countries. So none of the above. Consider the following statement. Ukraine is bordered by both Black Sea and Mediterranean Sea. No, Ukraine is what by Black Sea, but not Mediterranean Sea. It is Black Sea, just above there is Ukraine, but here there is Mediterranean Sea. So first statement is wrong. Romania, Poland, Belarus are the land boundary of Ukraine. Yes, that is right. Land boundary of Ukraine, Romania, Poland, Belarus. State of Gibraltar can access through the narrow passage via Ukraine. Narrow passage via Ukraine. Now there is state of Bosphorus Strait and Dardanelles Strait. Bosphorus Strait and Dardanelles Strait. So 2 only is the answer. Which is the following territory sometimes in the news border Mediterranean Sea? Yes, yes, Gaza Strip, that Mediterranean Sea, West Bank, Jerusalem, they are not border the Mediterranean Sea. So 1 only is the answer. Mediterranean Sea connect to Atlantic Ocean by Strait of Gibraltar. Dardanelles Strait that connect the Dardanelles Strait especially. So here is the answer: Mediterranean Sea and Atlantic Ocean. Dardanelles Strait and Bosphorus Strait, they connect Black Sea and Mediterranean Sea. Snake Island is present in Black Sea. Please go and see the regions of Black Sea, Mediterranean Sea, Sea of Azov, Dardanelles Strait, and the Mediterranean Sea region, because they are in news. So today's discussion is completed here. Like this video, share and subscribe to VANIK-IAS. Thank you.